So let's take a look at 39,741, and we want to add to that 4,372. Want to add these numbers together. So we start in the right-hand column. What do? 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 7, let's go up. 8, 9, 10, 11 means we put a 1 here and carry a 1. 7 plus 3 as a complement makes 10. 1 more is 11, so we carry the 1. 9 plus 1, again, is a complement pair, makes 10. 10 plus the 4 is 14, so we carry the 1. And then 3 plus 1 is 4, and the answer is 44,113. 44,113. All right, problem number 2. This will be a subtraction problem. 47,893, and we'll subtract 45,797. So we're going to do a subtraction of these numbers here. We start on the right. 3 minus 7. Can't do that. 3 is not big enough. So make it a 13, and we'll borrow next door to make it happen, making that an 8. So what do we have? 13 go down by 7. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We land on 6, so 13 minus 7 is 6. Now what is 8 minus 9? Well, you can't do that because 8's not big enough, so we have to borrow again. The 8 becomes an 18, borrow here, making it a 7. So 18, let's go down by 9. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So 18 minus 9 is 9, goes right here. 7 minus 7 is 0. 7, let's go down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 7 minus 5 is 2. And then 4 minus 4 is 0 when you don't have to put leading zeros. So 2,096 is the final answer. All right, that was subtraction. Let's go right back to addition. 4998 is 4,998. Adding to 3,975, like this. And so what do we have? 8 go up, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll have 13, meaning we have a 3, and we add a 1. Now look here, we have a complement. 9 and 1 make 10. Then we add 7. That makes 17. So put a 7, carry the 1. Again, complement. This makes 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. Then we add the 9 for 19. So 9, carry the 1. And then we have 3 plus 1 make 4. And I remember that 4 plus 4 makes 8. So it'll be an 8 in the leading place. 8,973. All right, problem number 4. Let's go back to addition again, but now we'll do 3 numbers. 815, and we'll add to that 673, and we'll add to that 295, adding 3 numbers together. So we see right away we have a complement, 5, and 5 make 10. So here we have 10. We add the 3. That makes the 13. We carry a 1. Now here, we see that we have the 9 and the 1. That makes 10. 10 plus the 7 is 17. And we have one more here, which we didn't do yet. That makes 18. So we have an 18, means 8, carry a 1. Now we have another complement pair, 8 and 2. That makes 10. 10 and 6 is 16. One more makes 17. So there are no more columns. We just put the 17 right here. 1,783. 1,783. All right, let's take a look at problem 5. Going back to subtraction, 1,215. And we'll subtract 130 from that. 5 minus 0. What happens when you start with 5 and take nothing away? You still have 5. 1 minus 3. You can't do that because 1 isn't big enough. So it becomes 11. To do that, you borrow here, make it a 1. So what do we have? 11. Let's go down by 3. 10, 9, 8. 11 minus 3 is 8. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. And then 1 minus 0 is 1. So we have 1,085. That's the final answer, 1,085. So we're at the halfway point of this lesson. Let's stay with subtraction. Let's do 7,113 and let's subtract 6,327. All right, so what happens when you have 3 minus 7? Well, you can't do that because 3 is not big enough. So this then becomes a 13. You borrow, making that a 0. So 13, let's go down by 7. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And so 13 minus 7 is 6, so 6 goes here. 0 minus 2, can't do that. because 0 is not big enough. So let's make it a 10. And to do it, we'll borrow, making that a 0. So 10, let's go down by 2. 9, 8. 10 minus 2 is 8, so 8 goes here. 0 minus 3, again, same problem, can't do that. So we'll, again, borrow, make this a 10, borrow from this, making it a 6. 10, let's go down. 9, 8, 7. 10 minus 3 is then 7. And then 6 minus 6 is 0. We don't have to write leading 0, so the answer is 786. All right. We are on the last part, the last board, 4 problems, home stretch of this lesson. Here we have 45,245, and we'll add to that 2,163. So we're back to addition. Here we need to add. So we start with 5 and we go up. 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 4 is a complement pair. I know it's 10, so I don't even have to count that. 0, carry a 1. 2, then 3, then 4 means a 4 goes right here. 5, then 6, 7 means a 7 goes here. And then 4 plus 0 is still a 4. You get 44,408. 44,408. All right, only 3 more. Let's switch back to subtraction. 55,013, and we'll subtract away 5,907. All right, so again, 3 minus 7, can't do that. It's not big enough, so make it a 13. To make that happen, we borrow, making that a 0. So 13 going down by 7, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So you land on 6. 13 minus 7 is 6. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 9, you can't do that one, so we borrow. 0 becomes a 10, and to make it happen, this becomes a 4. So 10, when you take away 9, you're only left with 1. 4 minus 5, you can't do that either because 4 is not big enough, so make it a 14, and you borrow, making this a 4 to make it happen. 14, go down. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So 14 minus 5 is 9. And then 4 minus 0 is 4. 49,106. All right. Only 2 more. And so we're going back to subtraction. Let's take a look at 39,137. Subtracting away 25,126. All right, start in the right-hand column as always. 7 minus 6 is only going to leave 1 left over. 3 minus 2 will also leave 1 left over. 1 minus 1 is 0. 9, let's go down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So we have a 4 in this column, and then 3 minus 2, of course, is 1. And so you have 14,011. 14,011. All right, then, one last problem. Going back to addition, 25,788, and we'll add to that 17,875. 17,875, we'll add these. All right, so we start in the right column. Going from 8, let's go up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we put a 3, carry a 1. Right, so here we have a 9, and we know that 9 plus 7 has to be 16, because if it was 10 plus 7, it'd be 17, but 9 plus 7 is 16. So 6, carry a 1. Right? Then we have, this is 8, and we know that 8 plus 8 is 16, because 8 times 2 is 16 from multiplication. So 8 plus 8 has to be 16. Count it out if you need to, but that's going to be 16. 6, carry a 1. 7, let's go up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then one more, 13. 3, carry a 1. 2, 3, 4, means a 4 goes here. 43,663. 34,396. And we'll add to that 33,715. And we're going to add these guys together. So we go off here and say, what is 6 plus 5? All right, now you may not memorize that, but you know that 5 plus 5 is 10. So you have to know then that 6 plus 5 is one more. It has to be 11. So put a 1 and carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, of course, and then 1 is 11. So put a 1, carry a 1. 7 and 3 are complements. They make 10. 1 more is 11. So again, you put a 1 here, carry the 1. All right, now we have the 1 and the 3 would make 4, and I remember that 4 plus 4 is 8, So I can put an 8 right under here. And then 3 plus 3, I just remember, is 6. So 68,111. Now, sometimes I might say, oh, I remember this plus this. But if you don't remember, that's okay. Just tap it out or use your fingers. That's fine too. If you don't remember, that's okay. I mean, it took me a long time to remember these things. All right, next problem is we're going back to subtraction now. So we have 60,704. And we'll subtract away 50,913. Let's subtract this away. What do we get? Over in the right-hand column, 4 minus 3. What do we have? We only have 1 left over. 0 minus 1, we can't really do that, so we'll borrow. We'll make this a 10, and to do it, we'll borrow. This will then become a 6. So when we have 10 and we go down by 1, we only have 9 left, so we have a 9 right here. 6 minus 9, can't do that because 6 is not large enough, so the 6 becomes a 16. We borrow, but next door there's nothing to borrow from, so we skip over that and make this a 5. We borrow from it. We give it to this guy, making it a 10, but as soon as there is something in that column, then we immediately have to take it away and borrow and give it next door. So we skip over, borrow from him, give it to him, then borrow from what we have now here, and we gave it to there. So now we have 16, let's go down by 9. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And so we have 7. 16 minus 9 is 7. And then we have 9 minus 0, of course, is 9. And 5 minus 5 is 0, and I don't have to put zeros in for the leading number. So 9,791. All right, let's move back to addition. What about 371? And we'll add to that 287. Right, what do we do? Right-hand column, 7 plus 1 is 8. 8, let's go up 7 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have 15, and so you put the 5 in this column, carry the 1. 3, then 4, then 5, 6. 6 goes in this column for an answer of 658. 658. All right, next problem. We're staying with addition, but we're going to add 3 numbers together. Let's take a look at 7,035, and let's add to that 1,293. And let's add to that 713. 3 numbers, add them together. What do we have? 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 means we have a 1 and we carry a 1. Now here, 9 and 1 make 10, of course. And the 10 plus 3 is 13. Then 1 more is 14. So we have a 4 carry a 1. And then we have 7, then 8, 9, then 10. So 0, carry a 1, and then we have 7, then 8, then 9, so a 9 goes here, and the answer is 9,041. 9,041. All right, we're almost to the halfway point. Let's do a subtraction problem. 7,841. Let's subtract away 957. 957. So 1 minus 7, we can't do that, so let's actually just borrow and make it 11, and we'll take it from next door, so it becomes a 3. So what do we have? 3, let's go down, 11, let's go down by 7, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So 11 minus 7 is 4. And then 3 minus 5, can't do that either, it's not large enough, so let's instead make it a 13, and we'll borrow from here. He becomes then a 7. All right, now we have 13. Let's go down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And so we have 8 right here. And now we have 7 minus 9. We can't do that either. Look, we have to borrow yet again. So this then will become 17, and we'll borrow from here, making it a 6. So what do we have? We have 17. Let's go down by 9. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And we land on 8. 17 minus 9 is 8. And then 6 minus 0 is 6. And so the answer is 6,884. 6,884. All right, we've passed the halfway mark. Now we're on the home stretch, getting toward the end of this lesson. We're going to move back to subtraction, or continue with subtraction. Here we have 9,702, and we'll subtract 7,512. We'll subtract these guys away. So we'll move over in the right-hand column. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 minus 1, good luck with that. You can't do that because 0 is not big enough. So we borrow, make it a 10, take it from next door, which becomes a 6. All right, 10 minus 1 then becomes 9. So I'll put a 9 right here. And then 6 minus 5 is a 1. And then 9, let's go down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. So we have 2,190. 2,190. And now we have our last 4 problems, which will be all on the same board. We're really getting close to the end here. We're going to go back to addition. How about 45,220, and we'll add to it 1,399. All right, so in the right-hand column, what do we have? 9 plus 0. We're still going to have a 9. 9, let's go up. 10, 11. Means we have a 1, carry a 1. 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6. 6 goes in this column. 5 plus 1 is 6, and 4 plus 0 is still a 4. So 46,619. 46,619. All right, 3 more problems. Let's move back to subtraction. 6,137. 4,372. Let's subtract these numbers. 7, let's go down by 2. 6, 5. We have a 5 in this column. Now, 3 minus 7, we can't do that. We have to borrow. So this will be a 13, and we'll take it from next door, which becomes then a 0. 13, let's go down by 7. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And so the answer we get in this column is 6. 0 minus 3, we're stuck. We can't do that one because it's not big enough. So we'll actually borrow, make this a 10, and we'll take it from next door, which becomes a 5. So 10 going down, 9, 8, 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. And then 5 minus 4 is 1. And so the answer is 1,765. 2 more problems, and we're done. Here we have 84,003. 84,003. And then we have 26,174. 26,174. So we are going to subtract these. And I'm telling you right now, these zeros here are going to cause us to have to borrow a lot. So let's start over here. 3 minus 4, we can't do that. So let's actually make this a 13. Let's borrow from here, but there's nothing here, so we can't do it. So we try then to borrow from here. Oh, another 0, we can't do it. So we go over here. Okay, we can borrow from here, so we'll make it a 3. And we'll take it and we'll give it here, which makes this a 10. But as soon as we did that, there's now something here, and we have already, we'll make it a 9 and give it to this guy, which becomes a 10. And as soon as that guy has something, we'll have to make this a 9 because we already gave it to this guy. So you see, we gave it to this column in advance, right, is what we did. We made it a 13. We couldn't borrow. Finally, we could borrow. We borrowed from here, gave it to here, borrowed from here, gave it to here, borrowed from here, gave it to here. That's how the process happened. And so 13 going down, 12, 11, 10, 9. 13 minus 4 is 9, goes right here. 9, let's go down by 7. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And so 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 minus 6, well, can't do that, so not big enough. So let's make it a 13. And to do it, we borrow, making this a 7. 13 going down, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So we have a 7 in this column. And then 7 going down, 6, 5. 57,829. This is the final answer. All right, one more problem. And it's an addition problem. It is 66,804. And we'll add to that 32,198. We're going to add these guys together. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which means we have a 2 and carry a 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, means we have a 0 and carry a 1. 8, then 9, then 10, means again a 0, carry a 1. 6, then a 7, then an 8, 9, means a 9 goes down here. 6, then a 7, 8, 9, means we have a 9 goes here. 99,002. All right, so here is part 2 of adding and subtracting practice. math. You know, it's really the most important thing to master addition and subtraction. Everything's built on it, so we have tons of practice. We actually have a part 3 and a part 4 of practicing addition and subtraction. So make sure you understand this, start getting the right answers. Follow me on to part 3. Learn anything at mathandscience.com.